Good morning, students. This is your RJ sir. Today we are going to discuss about complete hybridization. Good morning, students. This is your RJ sir. Today we are going to discuss remaining part of hybridization. That is already we completed SP hybridization and 12th. Now we are going to complete remaining part of hybridization. That is SP2 and SP3 in details. Okay. What we discussed once recapitulate. We discussed about SP hybridization with a suitable example. That is our last topic, right? Now we'll go for here and discuss SP2 hybridization. Clear? Now we are happy. What is SP2 hybridization? SP2 hybridization. Yeah, all of you concentrate. SP2 hybridization. Just is a statement. The intermixing of one s orbital and two p orbitals and their redistribution into hybridized orbital. So best example, you can take here beryllium chloride, beryllium trichloride. Here atomic number of beryllium is 5, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p1 in ground state. But in excited state what happened? One electron of 2s is promoted to 2p y orbital. Therefore, whatever you see, one electron is promoted to here 2p y orbital. Then we get here 2s 1 electron and whereas here 2p 2 electrons will be found. That is we can say here this is here I will take here side by all of you concentrate. That is in a s orbital we can take one electron that is 2s orbital whereas in 2p 2p we have here this is 2px 2py and 2pj orbital. Here 2 is 1 electron and 2px 1 electron and 2py also 1 electron. Totally we have s orbital 1 and one is 2 or p orbital. So how can you write so sp2 hybridization? Which element it is? Beryllium. So this beryllium undergo sp2 hybridization. sp2 hybridization. Clear? Therefore, we can go for this percentage of S and P character in the boron of sp2 hybridization. So totally we have 100%. So out of 100%, we have 33.33% of S orbital and 66.6% of P orbital. Why? Because we have totally 100%. How much percent is there? 100%. That is here 100% by total 3. So that is equally we will get here 33.33.33% of each. Isn't it? So we have totally 3 orbitals. 3 orbital means one is s orbital and 2 are p orbital. These 2 p orbitals will get here 66.66%, whereas one s orbital will get here 33.33%. Clear? This is the percentage of our hybridization in sp2. Clear? Now we'll go for orbital diagram. Orbital diagram. First you can see here. What is the orbital diagram? How to understand this one? Clear? Yeah. You can see in an orbital diagram, one s orbital, just now we discussed, 2s orbital and 2b orbital, 2b orbital and 2py orbital, which is promoted from s orbital. These three atomic orbitals. These all are what? Atomic orbitals. These all atomic orbitals intermix. Intermix is good. These all are intermix and form hybridized orbital. That is sp2 hybridized orbital of boron. Clear? This sp2 hybridized orbital we have in a shape. Which shape it is? You can see all of you. The shape of this hybrid is trigonal planar. The bond angle of this hybrid is 120 degrees. See 120. I will get here 120. All of you see. I will get 120. So this any angle we can take here. For example, this is the angle. This is the 120, right? This is also 120, 120. This is also 120. Now, how many 120s are this one? 3 120s. So 3 into 120. How much? How much will get? Tell me. See, 360 will get. So that is here. So totally we have in one circle like this. So that is the shape of our hybrid. Clear? So this hybrid we can overlap with the right overlap with the this hybrid. Which hybrid it is? sp2 hybrid. sp2 hybrid of sp2 hybrid of beryllium boron overlap with the three chlorine atoms or three chlorine orbitals. Which orbital chlorine belongs to? You know, we have an idea in a periodic table. In a periodic table, we have these are here S block elements. Which block elements? S block elements. The remaining middle part is B block elements. And other left hand side we have P block elements. And down the periodic table we have here F block elements. Here this is S block. This is a P block, isn't it? And here we have D block. This is F block. So our chlorine is 7th A group element. Which group it is? 7th A group element. 7th A group nothing but it belongs to P block. So like this here, this orbitals, valence orbitals are P orbital. That's why we are mentioning here. You can see this is a symbol of P orbital. Here, how many chlorine atoms we are taking? 3. Why? We are taking an example of BCl3. So this BCl3 contains 3 chlorine atoms. How many chlorine atoms? 3 chlorine atoms. So these chlorine atoms are now overlapped with the sp2 hybrid of boron, and we get here this type of molecule, that is boron trichloride. See this boron trichloride. This is the central atom, and remaining are hybrid orbitals. These are hybrid orbitals, and overlapping of which orbital? P orbital. So like this, this is the overlapping of P orbital. This is also overlapping of P orbital. Clear? So this overlapping of P orbital, we'll see how many bonds are formed. Here one, this is one bond, this is one more bond, this is one more bond. Totally sigma bond is formed. Isn't it? sp2 hybrid to P orbital. Therefore, sp2 hybrid to P orbital. That is called sigma sp2 bond to P orbital. Like how many are there? Here is 1, 2, 3. So totally 3 bonds are there. So this molecule without orbital, we can write simply this is central one is boron, remaining 3 chlorines. So this is the complete structure of this molecule. So this molecule, we can see the shape of this molecule is again not changed, trigonal planar, hybrid also trigonal planar, and as it is, we have here bond angle also 120 degrees. Here also in hybrid also 120 degrees. Similarly, we have here types of bonds. This is very important. How many types of bonds are there? It's there are 3 types of sigma sp2 to p bonds are there. 3 sigma sp2 to p bonds are there. Clear? So that is here our sp2 hybridization. Now we'll go for here one graphical diagram also we can see. Graphical diagram of boron trichloride. All of you see this. So this is here boron trichloride, sp2 hybridization, and s orbital is removed and react with the boron with 2p and 2px value. So we can see this type of hybrid will be formed. Here, this type of hybrid will be formed. So this hybrid now overlap with our chlorine atoms. We'll get here digitally we can draw like this. So this is, you can see, 120 degrees bond angle. Clear, sweet? This is simply digital diagram for boron trichloride. Now we'll see last one, sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization. What is sp3 hybridization? All of you see this. What is sp3 hybridization? The intermixing of one s orbital, isn't it? One s orbital and three p orbitals, and their redistribution into hybridized orbital. We can go for here. So one s orbital, three p orbitals. What are three p orbitals here? One is 2px and 2py and 2pz, like this. These three p orbitals intermix and form sp3 hybridization. So what is percentage of this? Yeah, totally we have 100%. By how many hybrid orbitals are there? One s orbital, three free. So totally four. Four means 25%. How much it is? 25%. So that means s orbital is 25%, and totally three p orbitals combined will get here 75% of characteristics in its sp3 hybridization. Clear, sir? You can see here also. So best example for this, I took here methane CH4. So carbon atomic number 6, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. This is ground state, right? In excited state same, and the 2s electron is promoted to 2pz, 2pz orbital. Is that 2pz orbital? Clear, sir? So like this we can see, after promotion of this electron, what happened? You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 2s, 2px, 2py, 2pz. So these are four atomic orbitals intermix in excited state. You get here sp3 hybridization. Clear? Now, just now I discussed here in sp3 hybridization, S character is 25%, P is 75%. Now we'll discuss orbital diagram of this similarly like BCl3. Right? What is orbital diagram? See this. So in this orbital diagram, 2s orbital, 2px along x-axis, along y-axis, along z-axis. These all are intermixed and form here sp3 hybrid of carbon. sp3 hybrid of carbon. So this sp3 hybrid of carbon with a tetrahedral shape. You can see this is tetrahedral shape. And what is the bond angle is? Bond angle is 109 degrees 28 minutes. What is the bond angle? 109 degrees 28 minutes. So we'll discuss here about this information. See, carbon, we have here tetrahedral. Tetrahedral shape can be created. How we can discuss this? Tetrahedral means this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many walls we can see here? All of you discuss. All of you. You can see this is one wall, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 walls. So this is called here tetra. Tetra means 4. Hedral. Nothing but like a wall. So the shape of the molecule is tetrahedral. Clear, friend? Yeah. So that is it. So now this hybrid of sp3 hybrid of carbon, sp3 hybrid of carbon, isn't it? This overlap with the s orbital. This is s orbital. How many s orbital? 4 s orbital of hydrogen atom. Why? Just now we discussed. S orbital means, see this one here, hydrogen, we know in a periodic table hydrogen belongs to s block. So this why we can take here s orbital for this as a s orbital shape. So here in overlapping we are taking this is s orbital. So this is orbital overlap with the sp3 of carbon will get here. See such type of structure. This is here sp3 hybridization of methane. So what type of bonds are formed between sp3 carbon and hydrogen? So this is here sigma sp3 s bond. Like how many bonds are formed? One, two, three, four bonds are formed. Therefore, here these four bonds we have here different type of bonds in a methane molecule. How to draw this without hybrid molecule? Hybrid orbital means gassy carbon with the four hydrogens or four carbon. This is here we can say tetrahedral, tetrahedral shape. Clear? Sir? So that is our here we need to see this information about this molecule. So sp3 hybridization carbon in methane. The shape is tetrahedral. Bond angle is 109 degrees 28 minutes and types of bonds are 4 sigma sp3 s bonds. Sigma sp3 s bonds. Similarly, we can see here orbital and diagram with the digital manner. All of you see this. This is methane undergo sp3 hybridization. See carbon 2s 2p 2py enter into this electron into 2py. Then we can see this is a hybrid orbital 2px 2py 2pz. Now this hybrid orbitals are undergo hybridization and will get here such type of molecule. See this is a molecule of this one. Clear? So CH4 is formed. So this is a carbon inside here. Outside this is also hydrogen and middle one also carbon, but we can see here carbon type that is middle one. So how to see this like this, like this. Clear? So this is a carbon. Clear? So that is a tetrahedral shape. That is a digital diagram we can understand in the form of digital manner. But it's not having some complete clarity now because the diagram is 3D diagram. Therefore, we may not get the correct observation on the screen. So that is your 3D diagram. Clear, friend? So that is about sp3 hybridization of carbon. Okay. Now, very important concept is that is how to calculate hybridization in a organic molecules. Very important. How to calculate hybridization in organic molecule. We'll discuss here. Very important. Generally, in organic chemistry, in organic chemistry, we have only three types of we have only three types of hybridations are there. How many types? Three types. Just three types of hybridations we can see in organic chemistry. One is here carbon undergo. Just now we discussed sp. Second one is sp2 and the third one is sp3. That's it. Only these three types of hybridations we can see in a organic chemistry, especially that is carbon, because carbon electronic configuration once you check it out, 1s2, 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. So which orbital is there here in valency? P orbital and s orbital. Therefore, here in this S and P, S and P, S and P only possible. But we have so many hybridization. sp3d also there, sp3d2 also there, sp3d3 also there. But it is not possible in carbon because carbon has in valency only s orbital and p orbital. Keep in mind that is very important point. Now we'll go for this on this. So how to calculate hybridization in organic compound. Clear? Now, see, carbon contain only three hybridization just now I informed. That is sp, sp2, sp3. Because carbon has only s and p orbital in its electronic configuration. Just now I explained. Clear? So therefore, we have in a logic here to find this. Simply, we have here hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons. In hydrocarbons, we can go for this. In hydrocarbons. So in hydrocarbons, hydrocarbon, hydrocarbon, we have only three types of imported compound. One more also there. That is, I will explain you now. First one is alkanes. That is CC single bond. Next one alkene and double bond. Next one alkyne, triple bond. Always we can remind this. If you can see anywhere alkanes, that is carbon compound contain single bond. Directly you can write each carbon undergo sp3 hybridization. That is. Next you can see here double bond. Anywhere you can see double bond. Then we go for here sp2 hybridization. Similarly, triple bond we have sp hybridization. One more important is that is benzene also there. Benzene. That benzene also involving in here you can see this is benzene, right? This benzene involving in sp2 hybridization. Which type of hybridization? sp2 hybridization. So in each carbon of benzene we have here sp2 hybridization. Therefore don't forget this. Always benzene is here in sp2 hybridization. This is also hydrocarbon. Clear? Now we can go for this. All of you concentrate here onwards. Very important. All of you things. So first example, we'll go for you. First example, we'll see this. Yeah, all of you. This is one compound. This is called N-butane. N-butane. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can write here. This is bond line formula. This is the condensed formula. Mostly we are taking two formulas. One is called bond line formula. Second one is condensed formula. Okay. You can take any one, no problem. You can take any one, bond line or condensed formula. So in bond line formula, we are discussing first one. See this. This is bond line formula. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you can take condensed formula. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. All are single bonds. You can single bond, single bond, single bond. No double bonding. Therefore, we can conclude that all carbons undergo sp3 hybridization. Clear, right? So, how many carbons are there here? How many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, this is here carbon compound. Easily we can say that is this is also sp3. This is also sp3. This is also sp3. This is also sp3. So totally in this we have here 4 sp3 carbons are there. How many sp3 carbons are there? 4 sp3 carbons are there. Like this we can easily understand. Clear? Next we will go for here one more molecule. It contains here two double bonds. Here is one, here is one. Then just now we discussed. This single bond means sp3. This double bond means sp2. So just while seeing the molecule, you can understand at C1 and C2 and C4 and C5 we have sp2 because of double bond. Where other part C3 we have here only single bond, that is sp3. Clear? Next example 3. Go for example 3. Here triple bond is given, double bond is given, single bond also given. So you know C1, that is here 1, right? So C1 is sp3, C2 and C3 we have sp2 because of double bond, C4 and C5 sp because of triple bond. Clear? That is the way. Now similarly we can take one more example. Double bond, triple bond, single bond, double bond. Okay? You can guess it, tell me and comment on my page. Clear? So I want answer from you. Take it. Clear? Right. Next one we'll see how to calculate hybridization in other than carbon compounds. In carbon compounds we know only sp, sp2, sp3. But in other carbon that is very important. Other means here we have here mostly in organic chemistry only carbon and its compound we are discussing. Only carbon and its compound we are discussing. Okay. So carbon and its compound means carbon we know only three abbreviations. One is that SP, SP2 and SP3. But other than this, we have so many abbreviations. So many means we have here mostly SP3, D also possible, SP3, D2 also possible, and SP3, D3 also possible. In this all other abbreviations we can see D orbital is involved. D orbital is involved. Clear students? Therefore, that will be we have some variation. We'll discuss that one how to calculate. So here we have some conditions. All of you discuss the condition with your friends. Will get more idea. First one, all single bonds are sigma bonds. You can see anywhere one single bond you can consider as a sigma bond. And double bond generally contain, isn't it? One sigma bond and one pi bond. One sigma bond and one pi bond. Generally, double bond contain. First one is you can go for here. See, a single bond. Sigma bond is there. That is single bond. You can take here. This is sigma bond and single bond. Any sigma bond you can take here. Any single bond that is considered as a sigma bond. Clear? Now, a triple bond we have. Triple bond. Triple bond generally we can consider as a triple bond. We can consider as a one is a sigma, two are pi bonds. Two are pi bonds. Okay, students. Next, this is very important point. Pi bonds are pure bonds. They are not involving in hybridization. They are not involving in hybridization. That is very important. They are pure bonds, not involving in hybridization. What is the formula for calculation of hybridization? You can see hybridization is equal to number of sigma bonds plus lone pair. Just simple formula. We have so many formulas, but this is also one of the important and easy technique to find the hybridization. I will tell you. See, first we need to know before going to hybridization group number. What is the group number of that element which is participating in hybridization? Clear? And how to get it? This is my formula. Atomic number of family element minus 2. What is the meaning of this? So atomic number of family element means we have here beryllium, lithium also get it. Lithium, beryllium, isn't it? Beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. These are your family elements, isn't it? These are what? Family elements. In this family element, if you know first element, you can understand remaining. For example, carbon, silicon, nitrogen, phosphorus, oxygen, sulfur, fluorine, chlorine, like this here. Remaining in boron, aluminium, right? Remaining in beryllium, isn't it? Uh, Remaining elements of all we can easily understand by using this technique. But we need to know very important of this group elements we have to know. That is very important. If you don't know group elements, there is some confusion. So minimum we have to know. That is here. This is first A group, second A group, third A group, fourth A group, and fifth A group, and sixth A group, right? Sixth A group and seventh A group. Minimum we need to know elements of this group. Okay, sure. So then what happened? If you know this, what happened? What will you get from this? You can see. For example, you can take carbon. Carbon atomic number 6. Isn't it? Atomic number of family element minus 2 just now I said. What will you get? 4 will get. What is this? Why should we go for this? Why should we write like this? Means, yeah, carbon electronic confusion will see it 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. This is your core electron. These core electrons are not participating in bonding. Remaining are valence electron. So what I need, I am going to subtract core electron from this. That is this core electron. Then remaining valence you will get. That valency equal to group number. You can see carbon has fourth group. Like this, remaining elements also will get here. Clear, student? So we'll see now. First we'll discuss here one by one how to get this. So group number is equal to atomic number of family element minus 2. Just know what I said. And one more, lone pairs also we need to calculate. If you know the group number, you can find the how many lone pairs are there in the molecule. So group number minus number of bonds. Number of bonds means maybe sigma bonds are 5 bonds. Total bond will be subtracted from this. For example, we will see methane. Already we know methane carbon. So carbon undergo is the sp2, sp3. But here methane undergo what type of vibration we don't know. If, for example, how to calculate? You can see. Yeah, all of you say this methane structure is this. How many single bonds are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is just now I said. All single bonds are sigma bonds. So these are here single bonds. Sigma bond means what? Tell me. Single bonds. So how many single bonds are there? It's 4. So how many sigma bonds are there? 4. So before going to that, we can find the group number, atomic number of carbon minus 2. This is family element. So we'll get here 4. 4 is equal to 4 to 2. We have to find lone pair electrons. Lone pair electrons. Lone pair electron is equal to group number 4. Number of bonds 1, 2, 3, 4 bonds. So 4 is equal to we get 0. So that is no lone pairs are there in this molecule because fourth valency 4 bonds are participated. No lone pairs. Clear? Now how to write the formula? See this formula. Hybridization is equal to sigma bonds plus lone pairs. Sigma bonds are 4, lone pair 0. Sum is equal to 4. 4 means here is a logic. Here is our logic. This is very important. All of you concentrate. Here is our important logic. All of you concentrate. Clear, sir? What is logic? If you get sum is 4. Now, if you get the sum is 4. How to write, 4 you can write as a 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3. Why? Here 1 means s orbital initially intermixed with the p orbital. How many p orbital? 3 p orbital. 2px, 2py, 2pz. Therefore, this is we can say s remaining we can say p. So sp3. This is the hybridization. Clear now? So like this, methane has sp3 hybridization. Similarly, we will go for one more example. That is about you can go for water molecule. Water molecule structure. So oxygen, two hydrogens. We can discuss about this one. Lone pair of electrons. Now we'll go for oxygen atomic number. See oxygen atomic number we need to know. So I will give you simple logic to find this. All of you see. For example, you don't know what is the group atomic number of oxygen. Simply we can draw this oxygen. This is oxygen, and keep one more round. This is atomic number. Simply will get. And you know this is oxygen. You don't know group number. Keep a line. This is sixth group. Which group it is? Sixth group. Like this, we can get that some simple logic to get the group number. We not to go for again subtract all these things. So clear now? Oxygen atomic number 8. Oxygen group number 6. Clear friends? Like this, we can get it. Now we'll see that oxygen here we know just now sixth group. Otherwise, apply our formula. What is our formula? You can see this group number is equal to atomic number minus 2, sixth group simply, and lone pairs group number is 6 minus how many bonds? 1, 2, 2 bonds, that is 4. So how many electrons are there? 4 electrons. 4 electrons can form how many bonds? How many pairs? Means each electron. So 2 electron, 1 pair. 2 electron, 1 pair. 2 electron, 1 pair. Like this here. 4 electron means we can say 2 pairs. So that is here total 2 lone pairs. So we can see the hybridization. So hybridization is equal to number of sigma bond plus lone pairs. Here 2 sigma bonds in the molecule and 2 lone pairs. That's why I draw here 2 lone pairs. Here one is 1 lone pair, here is a 1 more lone pair. So 2 lone pairs are there. How many lone pairs are there, student? 2 lone pairs. So that is here 2 sigma 2 lone pair. So total sum is equal to 4. Just now I inform you. We should write here 1 plus 3. So one is S orbital, remaining three is P orbital. So water molecule also undergo sp3 hybridization. Take one more example, ammonia. Ammonia, just example for us. Ammonia, NH3, so nitrogen, three hydrogens. I will write later lone pair of electron by the calculation. See group number, atomic number of family element is 7, 7 minus 2, fifth group. So lone pairs is equal to group is fifth minus number of bonds 1, 2, 3, that is nothing but 3 hydrogens. So totally we have here 2 electrons. Isn't it? Lone pair electrons are 3 plus 2 electrons. That is 2 we can become as a one pair. One pair. So what is the formula? See, this is the formula. So hybridization is equal to number of sigma 1 plus 1 lone pair. 1 lone pair. So that is again we will get 4. That is 4 means 1 plus 3. This is the lone pair of electron. So again here nitrogen also undergo sp3 hybridization. Now we'll go for one more example for this phosphorus trichloride. Phosphorus trichloride. Now phosphorus, see three chlorines are there. We'll discuss about lone pair later. Your group number is equal to, just now I said here, nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. These are our fifth group. If you know that nitrogen, remaining also you can easily understand. Clear, sir? Remaining you can easily understand. Right? Now we'll see. Similarly, we'll go for here as it is nitrogen lone pair electron. That is the group number 5 minus 3, that is number of bonds are 3. One lone pair is there. That one lone pair is on the phosphorus atom. Clear? This is one lone pair on the phosphorus atom. Clear? Sir? This is the lone pair. Got it? Now we'll see. So formula of hybridization is here. Here number of sigma 1 plus lone pair of electron. Total here also 3 plus 1 4. Again we'll get here sp3 hybridization. Come to one more example and very interesting this is also all of you consider. Boron trichloride. Just now we did it. But again I am going to calculate by using our formula. See, boron 1, 2, 3. Now we need to find here group number, atomic number 5, family element it is also boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, thallium. So 5 minus 2, 3, that is third group. Now we need to find number of electrons or lone pair electron, 3 minus 3 bonds, 0, no lone pairs. Therefore hybridization is equal to number of sigma 1 plus lone pairs. So that is sum is equal to 3. 3 means method S P S P S orbital and P orbital. sp2p, so that is sp2 hybridization. If say we'll get here like that, for example we have sum is equal to 2, then what we need to do, yeah, we can write 1 plus 1, that is sp hybridization. If sum is equal to 3, then sir, yeah, 1 plus 2 sp2, sum is equal to 4, 1 plus 3 sp3, if sum is equal to 5, 1 plus 3 plus 1, that is in d orbital, that is in D after it is entered. So sp3d. If sum is equal to, if sum is equal to, for example 6, then 1 plus 3 plus 2. So we can write here what, sp 1 plus 3 plus 2 sp3 d2. And sum is equal to, for example, sum is equal to 7, highest this is 1 plus 3 plus 3, that is sp3 d3. This is the highest hybridization in our other than carbon compounds. Okay, thank you very much students, and please subscribe my channel for more details and more videos. And if you have any doubt, and please you have to and comment, and also you can give your valuable feedback. And I will give you one more question for you. You can find what is the hybridization of this molecule and comment. Okay, this is homework for you. Homework for you. What is this first one? What is the hybridization of ESF4? What is the hybridization of ESF6? What is the hybridization of ESCl2? What is the hybridization of, isn't it, ESO2? And last but not least, what is the hybridization of CO2 of carbon, of sulfur, of sulfur, of sulfur, of sulfur? So this is your homework, and comment hybridization of this molecule in our page. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.